Hey everyone, Rathian Rathian here. It's finally here. I'm finally going to be doing my Alienware 17 review. I know it's been a while. I've had it for about 4 months. I do know the unboxing video kind of messed up, so I had to upload it a second time. But whatever. Hopefully this one won't mess up when I upload it. The main reason it's taken me a while to do the upload, obviously you can instantly tell that I'm in a different place. But you know, apparently I've had bad luck with landlords lately. But oh well. So yeah, so this is the Alienware 17, the R3, I believe it was. The main reason this was actually delayed, besides the having to move arrangement and shit, was mainly because of the fact that pot was spilt on it. Luckily for me, I did buy the accidental protection. So I also had to wait for them to come and do the repair and replace everything and fix it. But it did survive the spill. It still ran just fine. It ran perfectly. However, I didn't want to do the video also while the keyboard was all sticky and stuff either. Because it got this. I caught it just in time where the only thing that happened was the keyboard got sticky, and the right USB port or the left USB ports stopped working. So yeah, well they worked, but they didn't work. They worked, but they didn't put out enough power to, power certain things. Like I can charge my phone or something on it, but I couldn't plug in like my PS4 controller or something like that, because it wouldn't put enough power to do it. It would do enough to charge it, but it wouldn't be enough to turn it on for me to actually use it. It wouldn't even have enough power to actually where I can use my mouse. So yeah, that is the main reason why this has actually been a while. They did actually fix it almost a month ago, but I thought after its repairs, I thought I should fully test it again to also do a determination on on Dell's service plan and everything. It was cool. However, the people had to come and do it like 3 times. Because Dell the first time sent the wrong part. They sent the replacement part for over here. They gave me a new motherboard and gave me the USB ports over here are not connected to the motherboard. Well, they're not. Yeah, because over here is like an extension for the 17. So yeah, but anyways, so it was pretty good. The people that came and did it was they were awesome and everything. But anyways, let's get to the actual review. This is my Alienware Alienware 17 R3. I bought it with 8 gigabytes of RAM. However, I ended up upgrading it because they gave me a gift card and I couldn't think of anything to buy, so I just upgraded my RAM. So it now has 16 gigabytes of RAM. It is running a GeForce GTX 970M, which I know it ain't the best graphics card, but it is the best. It is really good compared to what I used to have. It is running, I can't remember exactly, but it does have the 5.0 the 5.0 Wi-Fi card as well. It has the gloss, and all that. What else? That's pretty much it, really. It has the i7. I can't remember what the whole name was, but it does have. It's an i7 with a 2.9 gigahertz quad core, which it can overclock up to 3.4 gigahertz. So yeah, that is basically the specs. It is obviously running Windows 10. I do now have multiple copies of Windows 10 because of the repairs. Because every time apparently when I got a new motherboard, because they sent me a new motherboard twice, which is retarded. I apparently got a new key every time, which is kind of retarded. Well, cool and retarded at the same time. But anyways, and that's another thing. On the second time when they did it, they forgot to plug in my lights, my front LED lights up here. So when they came back again, they had to re-plug them in. And I also had problems with my I don't know. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm kind of rusty, I guess you could say. They had to replace my, get out. Out. Close the door. Sorry about that. But yeah, they had to replace my, what was the speakers. That's what it was. The speakers. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Anyways, yeah, they had to replace my speakers, because for some reason, sometimes after I took it out of sleep mode, my speakers wouldn't be connected, and I had to troubleshoot it, and they would have to fix themselves. So that happened after the first repair, but whatever. I think it's because they didn't fully plug them back in, or it didn't coexist with the right motherboard or something. But anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much all that. Let's get to the actual review. Obviously, you guys should know it is a 17.2 inch laptop, so it is pretty big. The main reason I got the 17 inch laptop is mainly because most of the time I will be using it at home, but I also did like the option of taking it places and stuff. The battery life. Okay, I'm gonna actually start with the cons first. One of the things I don't like is obviously what most people don't like is this. It's like a metallic fabric. I don't know what it's actually made out of, but it does show grease and dust really easily. So I honestly do not like that. That is what most people don't like. The only other thing I didn't really like about it was it doesn't come with a DVD drive. It doesn't have an installed DVD drive, so you have to buy an external one. It still doesn't bother you too much because I do have a terabyte hard drive, so like downloading the games aren't that bad. But if I wanted to watch movies, it's kind of out there. Which ain't bad. I mean, you can get a decent external drive. I bought one, obviously, and I bought a Blu-ray one, and I spent like I think $70 on it. So, which isn't bad. Sorry, my kids are being weird. I don't know why he's in the bathroom. Mom will get to him eventually. But yeah, so that's obviously the one thing I don't like. There are obviously, Alienware lights up. Everything lights up. Pretty much almost everything. I kind of am sad though that when I bought this, like a few weeks later, they released the newer one, which sucks because if I knew that, I would have waited and bought the newer one. But yeah, pretty much everything is okay. That's pretty much the only things I didn't like about it. The battery life, it does come with a pretty powerful I can't believe I'm spacing out all of a sudden. Charger, I guess you'd say, charger. I think the one that I have is a 200 watt, so it does charge it does get a full charge at about an hour and a half. Which is pretty good because if you're just using it, from what I've done, with all the lights on, it lasted about 5-6 hours with just browsing the internet and stuff. Playing games like that, however, I only got about 3.5 hours of charge, which is still pretty good because if you're not plugged in, you're probably not in a place that you're gonna game a lot, anyways. Without the lights, with the lights turned off, because I always have the lights turned off anyways when I'm not plugged in, it lasted about 7 hours, about 7 hours just browsing the internet and stuff, and then about four or so hours playing video games, playing the game. And the most demanding game I have really is Skyrim, modded like crazy, so that's my best thing. So with the game, with games I get about okay, let's forget about that for now. Let's go into obviously the things about the computer. First off, the classic Alienware little style here. I like how Alienware does their computers. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, I like how they do it. They do little edges. I like how the thing is. I need to clean it. It got dusted on it. got dust on it. The front, obviously, you have your speakers. Speakers are in the front of the computer, which I think is a really good idea. The speakers are really good in this computer, I believe, but that's probably also because, you know, I don't have that much experience with actually really good computer audio quality, because my other computers, they haven't really had the best quality in audio. So yeah, and then obviously the two LED lights right here. I need to watch it. So yeah, that is the front. The side, you have this on the right or left side, depending on how you're looking at the computer. You have obviously your Ethernet cable plug-in, your 3.0 USB port. I don't remember what that is. And then you have your SD card slot. And on the other side, you have your microphone jack. Your microphone jack, your headphone jack, two more 2.0 USB ports. If I remember correctly, this one I think is a 3.0. I do not remember. But yeah, I don't remember what that is either. Then obviously the charger. The back, you have two of the fans, the fan cool area, and then you obviously have your HDMI port, and then your graphics amplifier plug, and then screws. The bottom of it is pretty simple. Let's do it like this. You have your amplifier, your bass or your audio amplifier, I guess you call it. Your number, you won't be able to see that anyways. My camera's not good enough. Then all your other stuff, the intake area where it pulls in cold air. Right here is where you can update your stuff, your hard drive, your SSD cards, your RAM cards. I think your Wi-Fi one's also in here. That's all right here. I also like how the little things that it sits on right here, how they're pretty long, pretty big, so it keeps it off the floor pretty well. So it gives more room for it to breathe. Honestly, and then in the top, I forgot to mention, you have the alien symbol right here, which lights up. You also have LED lights right here. Okay, now let's look on the inside. So obviously you have the anti-glare screen. Get out. So yeah, you have the anti-glare screen, which now that I see it on camera, I really do need to clean it. I need to get my screen cleaner. And then you have your Alienware right there, which also lights up. You have your HD webcam right here. Right here. I'm not pointing at it. There it is. I don't know. Can't really see it that well on the camera. Or at least at my angle anyways. So yeah, and then you obviously have your keyboard. You have your function keys right here. You have file here, and then your other one of your other function keys. It's the one that basically changes what profile you are using. And then you also have obviously your number pad, and then you have 4 more function keys here that your function keys you can program to whatever you want. I have them pretty much open programs for me, my mainly used ones. It also makes it to where that's 9 programs you can keep off your desktop and make your desktop look a little cleaner. You have this. You have the stamp right here, obviously saying I have Windows 7s and Core inside, or Windows 7 Intel i7, and then of course your pad, which also lights up. So yeah, let me pause the video real quick, and I will boot it up, and so you guys can see it light up. Alright, now that we're back with it completely booted up, I know you're not going to be able to see my screen that well because, you know, my camera's not the best. So yeah, but you can see, kind of, let me adjust it again. It's all lit up. While booting this up, I did realize something else, another con I didn't like. The only way you know if the computer is charging is by this light. So Yeah, I wish there was like a light like by the at least by like right next to it. Like I know my old one, it has a light right next to the charger, so you know it's charging. So yeah, as it boots up Steam. So yeah, it works pretty well. I haven't had any problems with the computer. I did, however, while playing video games, I did notice, well, mainly on Skyrim anyways, during loading screens, for some reason it is only running about, it runs at a solid 31 frames. I don't know why, but at the loading screen. While actually in game though, it does stay about 60, 61. Once in a blue moon, it goes down to 59. But it does stay pretty good in frames. That's with mods, with the texture mods and all that stuff active. It does stay really high up there. I will probably record a little bit of gameplay afterwards, just to and at the end, and then put it on just so you guys can see. The only other game I really have is City Skylines, which requires basically about these amounts of power. It does stay at 60 frames constantly on ultra settings on both games. I play them on ultra settings, so it does work just perfectly. No, I've had a few crashes on Skyrim, but that's because that was mod clashes, conflicts. So it wasn't the computer itself. Because when I uninstalled the newest mod, it worked again perfectly. So obviously it's because mods were clashing and it crashed the game. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I do want to get more games, and maybe later on I'll do an update video with more better games or something. But at the moment it's fine. The CPU, when playing games, I have checked. I have opened 3 games at the same time. I've opened Skyrim. I have 2 games. I mean, I don't know. I don't have 3 games. Well, I guess I do technically. I have actually opened Skyrim, Skyrim Remaster, and I have opened City Skylines all at once, and the processor only reached 60%, which is really good, and then the RAM barely hit like 20, or not 20, 45%. Which means the game can handle a lot. It does place, that was the biggest test I did with the computer, because I don't have that many games. It was the best way to make sure to test everything. However, I haven't really played Special Edition that much, but if you've seen my previous video, you know why. You pretty much know why. So yeah, that's pretty much everything to go over. I don't know of anything else. I've never actually done this big of a this review. I know I have a few things that I was supposed to review and never did. I'm going to try and get back to it and try to review some. Maybe I'll review my DVD drive, I guess, or something. I don't know. I will hopefully start getting more and more videos up again like I used to, where I used to get like at least 1 or 2 videos up a week. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I am currently not connected to the internet, so it's not connecting me to Steam. That's basically what that is. Oh, and it takes about 30 to 45 seconds to boot up. But I do have a lot of background things that open up when it boots up. So that is actually really good. I have actually I've actually did the same thing with my old computer, and that one takes almost 2 minutes to boot up. So, and that's without as much stuff as me, because she doesn't have as many things on her computer that I do on mine. That's technically a lie. I've also played some PS2 games on here, and it stays at 60 frames per second, obviously, and plays them flawlessly. I've ripped my PS2 games, I've ripped my PS1 games as well to play on here, just to play on here. They actually run perfectly well. I've never had a problem with them. So yeah, I recommend it. Obviously, if you're going to do a lot of traveling, I recommend you getting the smaller one. I mainly got the bigger one because, you know, I'll be at home most of the time playing games. Anyways, I won't be playing games anywhere else most of the time. So the bigger one doesn't bother me. Plus, the bigger one has a little bit more performance. The only thing I don't like about it, the main thing I don't like about it, I can't just upgrade the graphics card. I technically can by getting the graphics amplifier, but But other than that, I can't do whatever technically. But I do plan on probably getting a new one and giving this one to her. Dang animals. So yeah, that's pretty much everything right now. I guess I am gonna end the video. This is a lot longer than I thought I would planned on it being. I did not plan it being over 20 minutes. So yeah, I will record a little bit of Skyrim, maybe a little bit of City Skylines, just so you guys can see the performance and everything. Obviously I won't be playing it for like constant, like million days or something, but yeah. So until next time, stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button, all that nonsense. Oh, before I forget, I have actually ended up making a website. My girlfriend actually thought of it, so we do have a website. It's not too active yet because, you know, at the moment we don't have internet, so I will be getting internet again to also work on it again. So yeah, so follow the link to the website will be in the description, and I will have a link to my Facebook page as well, to also follow me there and all that stuff. I pretty much will be working the website, and she's pretty much gonna be working the Facebook page. So yeah, if this goes as planned, I can do like a lot of other people do and just live off of playing video games and stuff, which I would love, to be honest. I don't play enough video games that I want to because of work and stuff. But yeah, again, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and we will see you all next time.